and I can't wait to go out there and once again make history.
What made you want to go up in weight classes? Is that just your constant drive to like achieve more and more?
Well, you could say a little bit of that, but at the same time, I just think my body's growing. I'm getting older. Um, Making 147 was kind of tough, so it was time for me to move up.
What's been the most challenging thing about moving up that weight class?
I don't know yet. I haven't fought in the division yet, so I really don't know the challenges. I don't know how my body's going to feel. I don't know how things are going to go, but I'm looking forward to it.
What does it mean to see Omaha show out for you today?
Oh, it means a lot because I always rep my city. I always support Omaha, and for Omaha to support me like I support Omaha is wonderful.
Crawford, going up to 154, did you think twice of going to 147, 154? A lot of people want to take a tuna fight. Going to 154, I mean, it's another weight class, but what made you just go up to that weight class?
Oh man, it was like I said before. It was tough making 147, and becoming undisputed. There was nothing for me really to prove at 147 to kill myself to make the weight. So why not move up?
Turkey Al-Sheikh, if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, is very pursuing that fight. I know you're not looking ahead, but the Canelo fight possibly in February. Is that something that in the back of your mind that you will take no matter what, even going up two more weight classes?
Well, my mind is crystal clear on one thing, and that's August 2nd, and that's Israil Madrimov. I'm not worried about Canelo or anyone else for that matter. August 3rd is the only fight that's in the back of my mind and in the front of my mind, side of my mind. So, that answers your question.
What's something about your opponent's fighting style that you respect, that you've been kind of training for, and you're hoping to, like, I guess neutralize would be the word when you go up against him?
Well, just everything about him. He's a decorated amateur. He got a lot of experience in the amateur field. He may only have 11 fights, but he's 11 fights in the world champion for a reason. So he's strong. I got to respect everything about him. Just like I got to respect everything about any other opponent that I've been in the ring with, because everybody brings something different to the game.
I know you were talking about the 147 becoming undisputed, that rematch with Crawford with Spence. Did it just fall off immediately, or is it just everything that was happening with the promotions with BBC?
I really don't know. I wasn't in contact with anybody that talked about the fight. We had a rematch clause for the fight. It never came to fruition, so we just moved on.
And I know that he's going up to 154 as well. More than likely, probably cross paths again. Have you possibly thought about that as well?
Like I said, the only thing on my mind is August 3rd. I'm not thinking about any other opponent or any other fight for that matter.
I know how special this gym here is for you and for this community, and so there's probably a bunch of your kids out here, just out here to support you. What does it mean to see more kids from the community that maybe don't go to this gym coming out here to support you? How do you take your role as a role model and you want to inspire them still?
Oh man, it's wonderful. I love to see the community come together for a positive event and show their support and come out here and just have fun, just mingle with other kids and other people. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
How about having Logan Paul out here? What does that support mean, and how'd you guys link up initially?
Oh, Logan Paul, that was dope, for him to come out and actually, mingle with my community, being that he's not from here and Omaha is not a big city for boxing. For him to come out and show the support that he done, it tells, the level of respect he has for me. But not only that, he's one of my sponsors.
Terence, those wrestling moves, I know you can help yourself, but, show it in the wrestling ring as well, not to mess with you. What was that experience like to be able to knock someone out in the WWE?
Oh man, it was dope. It was dope. It was a dream come true from a little kid watching WWF. Like I told him, I was just like, man, it's crazy for a kid to grow up watching, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, and all these big giant figures in the Wrestling Federation, well, WWE now, and for you to actually idolize them as a little kid, for you to grow up to actually be part of the show is dope. It was a blessing.
You jumped on the turnbuckle, kind of like when you dropped them, you stepped over them. Is that the first thing you're like, I gotta jump up and kind of pat my chest?
Yeah. I was just like, man, I gotta live in the moment, man. I gotta enjoy it, because at the end of the day, man, we all then had those times where we rehearsed ourselves jumping off the turnbuckle or hitting somebody with a clothesline, and just the craziest things that wrestlers do, that I'm pretty sure we all emulated those moves and things like that. And for me, when the time came, I was like, man, I gotta jump on the ropes. I gotta jump on the ropes.
So, could you see yourself possibly doing something like that? We've seen a lot of fighters, being in WWE. Maybe later down the career, we saw Floyd doing it. Obviously,
man, I'm small, man. We seen Floyd do partial, two shows, or I think he did 2 shows, but for the most part, those dudes is just like any other sports. They go through a lot of injuries. It's very tough on your body, and I commend them, because we all say wrestling is fake, but at the same time, you can't fake a fall. Some of them injuries that they be having is real injuries.
When you've been in a sport for a long time, I mean, you get paid for it, obviously, it's like your job, but how important is it for you to still find the joy and the fun in boxing?
Oh, man, just being competitive and just wanting what you want. I've always been a competitive person in any and everything that I ever done, and just continue to stay on top and keep trying to conquer the world.
Have you ever thought about being at ringside after you retire, commentating and giving a blow-by-blow, because you are the best at it? So have you ever thought about doing that?
Nah, I never really thought about being and commentating or anything like that. I'm more so like a gym guy, gym rat. Helping the fighters in the gym, helping the fighters, get through the things that they need to get through to be able to sit at the table and talk about boxing after boxing.
Now, Terence, I've seen you spar super middleweights, but you got to spar Andre Ward. I mean, you don't have to get details. I know you guys are competitive, but what was that sparring like on, fight fans want to know?
It was dope. It was dope. And I appreciate Dre for even, giving me the opportunity to step in the ring with him. I could say that, I spar Andre Ward. That's dope, So, it was good sparring. It was very a very good experience for me. And I'm gonna take it to the grave.
what kind of insight did he give you? Obviously, just a little bit. Like, what did he tell you? Like, we don't stop learning, right? The older
Right.
we get, we never stop learning. But what did he tell you? Like, just briefly, something that could during your sparring session.
Not too much of nothing. Sparring. Like we sat down and talked about things outside of sparring, but I think once we got in the ring, he was so locked in. I was so locked in. Like, there was nothing really to say. We both locked in, and we both focused on the task at hand.
Does it give you extra confidence that, your goal is to move up continuous in weight, that you were rumbling with Andre Ward, and I'm sure Andre kind of looked at you like, you're strong as Midwestern.
Nah, man, me and Dre, man, we work, but at the same time, it's different styles, different fighters. I never try to compare any style or any fighter to another style or another fighter.
Now you fight with Madrimov. He's, a tough guy, moving up weight, been at 154 his career, 200 plus amateur fights. A lot of times people look at your resume and they say, hey, these are the names, but you made those guys look easy. But the guys like, Mean Machine and Victor Costa is a lot more technical. Is this Madrimov fight a more technical fight that the fight fans may not know the name, but this could be possibly one of your toughest fights on paper?
It could be. Like I said, in the past, every fight could be my toughest fight. I don't know until I step foot in the ring. You know, Israil is definitely a tough opponent. We definitely not taking him lightly. We never, took any shortcuts on this fight, and we shall see.
We'll do two more.
What's your message to young kids in Omaha that want to be like you one day?
I just tell them to dream big and keep working hard and keep studying and listen to the people that's in their life that want the best for them, and just go get it. Just go get it. Because I was a kid from Omaha, Nebraska, where boxing wasn't big. There was no champions. There was no big role models to look up to, and I had a dream. I had a mission. I had a goal, and I just went out there and conquered it like anybody else would in any other city. So I would just tell them, if you dream big, just, keep your head to the sky and just keep working hard towards it.
Hey,
Any
Terrence,
advice
with Floyd, Dre, and you, Shakur seems to go through what many greats go through. Criticism with people that may not know the sport as well as you guys. Any kind of words of encouragement, or maybe information that can enlighten the boxing fans who don't really understand what they're probably critiquing on that Shakur fight?
Well, Shakur is one of the best boxers in the game, if not the best boxer, pure boxer. So I just tell Shakur, just continue to doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the negative attention that you're getting. Don't worry about the backlash that you're getting from beating the guy convincingly. Everybody's not a knockout puncher. Everybody's not going to go in there and knock every one of their opponents out. As long as you win it in a fashion where there's no confusion who the winner is, then you're doing something right. Just keep winning.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.